So you're in a pretty interesting position in that you've grown up with this, world-renowned ODB. Everybody knows ODB, and yeah, you're still kind of up and coming to a certain extent, and you're definitely working hard to kind of pave your own way. So like, what's that feel like? What's your life like now? I mean,
what's the struggle like?
What's the struggle? Yeah.
The struggle can start from numeral uno. It's the babies. When I had 2 babies, it got real. Okay. It was like a man growing into something. You know how a boy first meets a girl, he don't know what to say to her? He don't know how to take care of them babies. You think it's easy how a mother take care of you? But it's different. Had to go into the shelter, hop out the shelter, had baby mama problems with other baby mamas. I ain't got no baby mama, I'm just saying, but I had a lot of issues. In the rap game, putting that together with the babies and the rap, it's like colliding, and it's hard to basically, I don't know. I'm just a baby daddy talking. It's hard for us young brothers out there. It's hard. It's hard.
You're more focused, would you say you're more focused on carrying your father's legacy? Because you definitely reference him a lot, you definitely rep ODB, and everybody, like, they see you and they know that. So are you more interested in that though, or in creating your own identity? Like, what do you want people to see when they see you?
Well, my father, his legacy is going to always build for my brothers and sisters and me. That's going to be there forever, even my children in the generations. That's what it's supposed to be when you establish something so great. Most of us, black people, don't understand that yet. We don't know how to build something and keep rising with it. We know how to just get the money. I'm going back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to always try to get out of his shadow, but I'm going to grow into my own man at the same time. It takes time for that. It takes time.
So kind of like following that though, I mean, like, alright, well, I guess along a similar line, I'd say. So hip hop has definitely evolved in that, yeah, subject content these days is like a lot less about, money, girls, and drugs, and a lot more about, real world issues and all this stuff. Like, where would you say you fit in that? Just from listening to some of your stuff, I definitely think that you're along that same line. So, like, what do you think about that, bro?
Real world issues. We're gonna beat into this.
Let's hear it. Let's go.
I mean, I could just talk about how everybody, I know why they do it, because they gotta do it. We could talk about that, or we could just, it could get crazy. Okay. So real world issues. How everybody is in here just doing the same thing has been programmed for a long time. How, let's say, people like 50 Cent, gangster rap, people like Snoop Dogg, gangster rap. It's like it keeps us in a certain area. Like it keeps us in, let me see, let's put it in, what's a hood? What's a hood, bro?
Bed-Stuy.
That's the best one. Bed-Stuy. Okay, I lived there too before. Bed-Stuy. It like keeps us in it. It's like a certain program, and it's hard for us to get out. The only way we could unlock ourselves is limit our children from listening to some type of music. I'm sorry, but that's the only way it's gonna work. Unless you can't just write about it. I'm gonna write a book about me being good, but you still talking crazy. It don't make sense to the world. And how you trying to be 3 different people at once? It's crazy.
So how do you break out of the cycle?
Break out of the cycle? Basically, you could break out of the cycle by being real and coming to the industry a new way. You could just, this is my plan. I'm trying to build Planet Freedom. Planet Freedom is something different and something new. It ain't that old stuff. We could come with a tech. Goddamn. Roxy.
You know me in my photos.
Okay, basically Planet, I'm all for the fight the power and all that, that's me right there. But I don't think I should go into that because it could start up big.
Alright, so we'll go on something a little lighter then. So who have been some of your greatest inspirations? RZA.
Basically, a lot of my ways are like RZA. Like I started drinking red wine. They told me it's for the heart, cleanses. Yeah, RZA. And the vegan thing, what Russell Simmons do now, that's RZA's also a vegan. And I try to practice that. It's a hard technique. It's a hard technique.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if your mama feeding you fried chicken, every time you come off a tour, you try that. You go on tour, you try to be the vegetarian, and you come on tour, chicken all in your face. What you gonna do?
Right.
You just gonna eat that chicken. It's all greasy on the fingertips. You got nothing. Last resort.
Okay, so you're trying to eat better though. You're trying to you drinking the red
when
wine.
when you eat the veggies and the red wine, I think the red wine just keeps you. It's like a king. It's only kings and queens drink that.
Right.
But the veggies, it cleanses your whole body.
Right.
Yeah.
So really, it's not just a rap like hip hop role model. It's life. Just a life role model. Okay. Cool. So what's your favorite hangout spot in Brooklyn? Where you love to show?
All my cousins, cause like when I had my babies, those are where I bring my babies to. Besides the shelter, those are my favorite hangout spots. All of my cousins.
Yeah.
And besides all the drama in our family, just to get this one point, it might get rough, but don't let the money get between our family. That's one thing. That's real.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years then?
In 10 years?
Yeah, where do you hope to be?
I hope to be the next president.
Okay.
That's the highest point you can go. You're mad at me because I look just like my pops and I act like him. Wouldn't like every son try to be like their father? Isn't it only righteous for that to happen? Like besides all the big buildings, and if it was just like we lived in woods, he would go after to kill the animal just like his father, wouldn't he? Okay, so I'm doing the same thing. So don't look at me as being a biter. I bite my father's rap style, so what? It's in my nature. Peace. Shout out to Energy Red Bull. Shout out to Viva La Brooklyn. This jacket, they popping right now. Shout out to Merch Direct. This is a Merch Direct t-shirt right here. Shout out to Merlot the wine, which is the best wine in the world. That's what I drink. Shout out to KCDC Skate Shop. I need some rollerblades. Shout out to Brooklyn Bowl. We going bowling tomorrow. And all the DJs that been the real hip hop that be there. Shout out to Bam Theater. I'm coming to a theater near you, baby. And shout out to Monte. And I got some music for y'all too. It's banging. Shout out to Russell Simmons. This is the reason why we all here right now. Russell Simmons is basically the creator of Global Grind. And without this, a lot of hip hop wouldn't be as what it is today. And basically, I wouldn't even be rapping. I don't know what I'd be doing. Shout out Russell Simmons, big up to him. That's right.
Shout out to Rush Card.
I need to get a Rush card. Do they basically they try to follow you for all your money? You know how when you get a debit card?
No. It's pay as you go.
Pay as you go. Oh, Rush card is popping. Pay as you go. That's cool.
My name is Jonathan Mines. I'm a writer for Global Grind. I support George Easley and BoxOfficeKids.org.
Peace, this is Jori Jordon, YDB's PR, and we're here at Global Grind, and I want to give a shout out to George D. Easley for BoxOfficeKids.org. Peace, and thank you so much for coming to do this for us. One love.
What's up, this your boy Blogzilla, globalgrind.com, blogzilla.com. Shout out to George D. Easley, and shout out to Box Office Kids. Thanks for checking in. Log on.
Shout out to Kevin Bennett over at
Viva La Brooklyn, baby.
And we go Brooklyn all day. Viva La Brooklyn.
Jacket right here.
He got his Viva La jacket on. Go forth into the glory with Viva La Brooklyn. Peace.
Peace, this is Young Dirty Bastard. Shout out to George D. Easley. And shout out to the Box Office Kids. And this is Global Grind. Peace.